Jamaica become crime free. In Jamaica and we're Jamaican for economy. No more breed the last thing. Remediation set. Eat what we grow. Grow what we eat. It is good for our economy.
Welcome once again to Agro Buzz, our weekly agricultural program right here on Jherane's Coffee Break, as we bring you more news and views and interviews on developments in the very important agricultural and agro-industrial sector. Now, as you may know, the Ministry of Industry, Commerce, Agriculture and Fisheries have been encouraging more women and young people to become involved in farming through training, as well as by incorporating more women and youth in agricultural programs. They're showing it there's so much opportunity in agriculture, so much money you can make in agriculture, and they're guiding you, yes man, and training you, oh yes. So last Friday, the ministry joined in a consultation organized by the World University Services of Canada, WUSC, through its PROPEL program to seek to uncover the underlying challenges and the opportunities for youth and women in the agricultural sector. And I like the emphasis on the women, you know. Now, addressing the meeting, Minister without portfolio in the ministry, the Honourable J.C. Hutchinson, noted the many synergies that exist between the ministry and PROPEL, including the emphasis on greater involvement of young people and women in the sector, as well as the promotion of good agricultural practices. So this morning on AgroBuzz, to tell us about the synergies between PROPEL and the ministry, is Jherane Patmore, Gender Equity and Youth Program Officer at PROPEL, World University Services of Canada. Good morning to you, Ms. Patmore. How is the morning?
Hi, Jherane. Thanks for having me. It's pretty cool here in Manchester.
Oh, nice. Somebody I know went there last week and they said it was not cool, it was cool over there in Manchester. So I was like, good man, as the old time Manchester we all know. Right. So do tell us about PROPEL. I love the name. You're propelling you along, you know?
Yeah, it's a really great acronym. So what PROPEL means is the promotion of regional opportunities for produce through enterprises and linkages.
Great.
Now, this is a project that's funded by the Canadian government, and it's implemented by World University Services of Canada. What they all do is to connect agricultural producers with the markets in very simple terms.
Beautiful.
So what we do right now is we work with market actors. These include the buyers, the producers, the input suppliers, the extension service officers, all of these wonderful people to increase the supply in our market for the food that we eat.
Great. I'm very interested as to why the interest in Jamaica and Jamaican agriculture, because our things taste nicer.
Oh, well, definitely. If you've had our ginger, you know that our things don't taste nice. So, yeah. So Jamaica globally, we've known a lot for tourism and our music. However, there's been a shift in focus for food security here. 17% of our population right now is employed in agriculture, and that number is sadly declining. Also, 48% of our population is under 25 years old, and me, including myself, under the 25, they tend not to be interested in agriculture. But this is a crisis. We need to figure out where is our food coming from.
Yeah.
So World University Service of Canada, we've decided to focus on young persons and women so we can focus on agriculture and ensuring food security here in Jamaica.
Now, what are some of the areas which PROPEL has been involved in so far?
Okay, so far we've done a lot of work in our potatoes, the Irish potatoes and sweet potatoes. You've probably noticed how easy it is to get these products on the market.
Yes.
And it's much cheaper now, especially over Christmas, and that's a lot to do with the work that we've been doing in that area.
Good.
We also focus on onions, different types of onions. We're doing work in ginger, yams, and we'll be moving into mushroom production.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I hear there are lots of health benefits in mushroom.
Yes, tons of health benefits, and it's perfect for women and young persons to get involved in.
Great. So, in terms of the consultation on women and youth in the agricultural sector, what are some of the findings that you found?
All right, there are some things that we knew going into the consultation. So we know that agriculture is an aging sector, and many young people don't find it attractive. We also know that a lot of women are already involved in agriculture. However, they don't hold a lot of the power in agriculture.
And we know what women and power is like, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So a lot of the women, they don't own the lands that they work on, and that affects their access to capital when they're ready to go for loans, expand. So these are some of the issues that we knew going in. Some of the things that we learned. We also learned about the security issues that uniquely face women. So women see themselves as targets for radial larceny in comparison to men. They're seen as easier targets. Also, issues of gender-based violence in agriculture has largely gone unaddressed.
Wow.
Yes, so this is something, so we know a lot, there's been a talk about sexual harassment in the workplace. However, we haven't been focusing on what does that mean for women in agriculture.
No, I never thought of that.
Yeah, so we're thinking about these things and how we can move forward.
Okay.
We also learned a lot about climate smart technologies. That seems to be a lot of the focus for young persons, because we know that we have to deal with climate change.
Yes.
We also have to know that our food security, we have to ensure that when the next hurricane comes, we're able to deal with it, the next drought. These are all issues that young people are way more aware of.
Yeah.
So that's something we have to consider moving forward in our agriculture.
Right. What are your strategies that are going to be applied